What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politicking. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? And today, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button. Um, Man, this Thomas story, the uh, the transgender swimmer who who's competing against biological women. It's a big protest. It's a big backlash. But then she also has supporters. You know what I'm saying? People that really stand behind it. Now me, I ain't about to talk about none of like the reports or none of the stats, none of that. I'm gonna just give my opinion on how I feel about this whole situation, and if I feel a transgender um, man or woman, whatever, should be able to compete with the biological um, field that they're identifying as. You know, um, Now first, I got this photo up. This is the top three that won the race. Thomas, you guys could guess which one she is, right? Um, Number one, you know, um, and you can see the significant size difference. The size difference alone, in the world of swimming, I would assume that the longer length that you are, the larger amount of space that you could, move through at a quicker rate of speed. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I ain't no scientist, but I mean, common sense to me, it seems like that would make sense, right? Um, then you have, this photo, which is the women protesting. So you got you got the female swimmers that was competing, that came second, third, and I'm not sure who that other person is. That might be the person that was protesting, saying that she lost her spot due to this person winning. So of course, one spot for the transgender female would eliminate one spot for a biological female. And to me, is it fair or is it a finesse? I believe that just off of seeing the competition performances with the male party, right? So when Thomas was a man competing with the male swim team, wasn't a bad swimmer. Of course, you can't be a bad swimmer and to be able to compete at a collegiate level. You know what I'm saying? You have to have some type of skill. So um, it's just the numbers not panning out the same way as they do now. And me, I just like to look at everything, right? So I take a look at the whole circumference of everything. And it just seemed to me that this was a person, by any means necessary, wanted to be able to be number one, no matter if it meant, hey, halfway through my collegiate career, um, I probably wouldn't be a national champion. I don't know. I don't know the stats. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to talk about the accomplishments as a man, but to me, it just seems more like a finesse thing, to where I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to get the number one spot no matter what. So even if I got to identify as a woman to be able to compete against biological women who, we already know the biological breakdown and the differences between a male and a female. You feel me? Off rip, it's not fair. Physically, in a physical situation, like, this is not like a baking show, or, like any type of DIY type field. This is an actual competitive physical sport, and to be able to compete with women who, as you can see naturally, they're not going to be even the stature. Like, and this is another thing, and I don't want to get all in, Leah Thomas business, but at some point, yeah, she's taking hormone things to help her, not have as much testosterone. But at the end of the day, this was a fully grown person. You know what I'm saying? When they decided to start doing this, ain't nothing wrong with it. But if we gonna be real, you know what I mean? Like, even if you stop producing as much testosterone, what is that going to do? Shrink your bones? It's going. What is it going to do outside of? I would say more so change your mental. Probably make you a little, more emotional. Probably things like that. Probably take some of the aggression away. But is that really something that'll, once you get that stabilized, now you're equal to these women? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this person um, is taking advantage on where we at as a society at this point. Where everybody wants to do agendas, have agendas, be accepted. But at what point are we going to realize what's being, I guess you would call, what's being taken away to give this person what they have? So we got to tell these young women who worked hard their whole life, who they work hard their whole entire career, competing at the highest level with their equal counterparts, and then and it's just timing for most of them. You know what I'm saying? It's not nobody's fault that it happens your junior year or your senior year, and this is your last year to be able to, try to show what you could do, try to make the Olympic team, things like that, and then all of a sudden you have a situation like this, which to me is just common sense that would say, how could we allow this to happen? Is this person like going through the physical changes to become what they say they identify as? Because at the end of the day, um, if let's say 20 years from now, no, let's say 150 years from now, this situation goes on, and then this person is put in the record books, right? Put in the record books, only woman to do these numbers this fast, and then they never see it again until more transgender women come into the sport, right? But let's just say they just like, hey, you know what? We got to try to get the DNA breakdown of this woman to see, what is it that she has that's different? Like, how was she able to be so big and strong and statured and so fast in the swimming pool as opposed to her female counterparts? And then they want to do some type of study on her DNA. The DNA gonna come back male. So now you're gonna just fuck up the whole history, and people gonna be confusing the mother because they be like, damn, this is a man DNA. Like, the XY chromosomes, all that shit don't go nowhere. I mean, I don't think taking hormone pills could just erase your. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So if you guys know, drop it in the comments. Let me know. But I just feel like this is something that we gotta address now before it gets to just a point where it's out of control. You know what I'm saying? Because I know as a parent, and I've been seeing a lot of parents speak out about this as far as the ones whose kids were competing. I know as a parent, my daughter, she works hard in running track. You know what I'm saying? Last thing I would want to have to do is to sit there and see her dreams, her love for a sport to go away because it's impossible for you to compete with biologically biological man. You know what I'm saying? This is a biological man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, to me, before we can start, you know, it's cool, identify as what you want, but before we start to, you know, take away from the ones who really are what you choose to identify from, where they could choose to identify as a man, but technically they're still a woman, right? So it doesn't dismiss what the science is. You know what I'm saying? So before it gets out of control, I think we need to at least try to get them solutions. How about y'all make your own league? Just like you got the Special Olympics, you know, they don't make excuses on why they can't get on the same court as Michael Jordan or LeBron James, Steph Curry. No, they got their own league. You know what I'm saying? So have a league that's fit for, you know, the breakdown of who you are genetically. You know what I'm saying? And then compete with fellow transgenders. You know, and I think LBGTQ, y'all popping right now, so y'all can get the sponsors y'all need to, you know, have big events and big swim meets and things like that. But I think just throwing this into, you know, this women's sport, I think it's just gonna hurt it, and I think it's just too premature to allow something like this to happen. I don't even think this person has a sex change. Like, so what if after he win all of this stuff, he just say, you know what, I'm done wearing fingernail polish, because that's the only thing it looks like that he does to try to move and act like a woman. He don't have a female voice. He sounds like Caitlyn Jenner. You can see the way he stands. Like, you know what I'm saying? He in the swimsuit, he looks just like he did when he was on the men's team. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know. And this ain't bashing nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is just me giving my true honest opinion about, you know, the attack on our women. You know, like this is a direct threat to the women of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like this is doing too much. Like we need men to stay in the men's sport, and you compete with fellow men, and women do the same, and it's respective, because the thing is there's no if that's the case, let these women take enhancing drugs or something. Then, you know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what she got. She got the cheat code. She got that RR1X zeros, left down right up, left down right up. Like that's what she got right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you know, to go rank from damn near 500 in the men's league to now you rank I think number one or something like that, like in the women's, like all in a matter of a year. Come on, bruh. Like we gotta wake up and demand the respect the same way that they demand respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to respect everybody, right? Like, oh, don't we got to call them by pronouns? Like, forget the fact my whole life that when I say he or she is based off what I see. So they don't care about none of that. It's you better call me she because that's what I identify as. So they don't care about the just the difference, right? It's just gonna take time to get adjusted to this shit. But at the same time, when are we gonna be able to speak up for the ones that are just being X'd out and dismissed like, oh well, I guess like it's not right. You know what I'm saying? And the smirks on this person's face, Leah Thomas, it just seems real like finessey. It feel real finessey, like, you know, like it's a look what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I take it. You know, yeah. But I seen a few interviews, and it's like outside of this person saying that they identify as being a woman and wearing fingernail polish, nothing else about this person speaks like as far as being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like voices just as deep as mine. Stands tall, statured, like everything. You know, so I don't know, man. Y'all just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. If you was a parent, are you Are you one of them parents that's like, hey, well, forget it. No matter what the circumstances is, you got to work harder, and but knowing that it's more than likely going to be disappointment down the road for your child, or is it time to be honest with ourselves and everybody? You know, some things, right is right, wrong is wrong. Period. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. Like, should they get their own league where, you know, they could compete on high levels with fellow transgenders? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think should be the best thing to do. I don't think they should integrate with the women's sport. Just like just think about it. If a woman wanted to transgender into a man, right, and then wanted to compete with men in the NBA, do you think that they will really allow that? I'm just saying, do you think it'll be easy for that woman to come get on the team, no matter how good she ball? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if it's just a double standard or if it's just most people don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just on some, like, somebody got to speak about it before it's too late. Like, everything is just you lose the whole the moral the moral image of what it means to be, you know, biological man, biological woman. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Everybody got their own choice. You could identify as you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be real. If I was to get hemmed up by the police or something, you know what I'm gonna identify as? A little crazy. I'm gonna identify as crazy. I'm gonna act like, instead of taking me to jail, take me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of like an example of the extreme that we have when it come down to what's going on right now in the sports world. But salute to the ladies that was competing with Leah Thomas, and I think they have every right to, you know, protest it. And I think their voices need to be heard just the same way as his was. I mean, as hers was. You know, just being real, you know. But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. This your boy Big Amp Dog. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. What's the deal? Peace.